Wait. Now this is probably my favorite piece of the whole collection. This is the actual hack squat from Vince's gym. I've never seen a hack squat like this, and there's a couple of reasons why I like it a lot. Is because one, the foot plate, the angles on the foot plate are remarkable. They have two different positions that you can put your feet, and it's one of the first machines that I've used for my legs on a hack squat machine that doesn't hurt my knees. So this is just a great design, even though it's pretty crude. I mean, it's probably, I don't know how many years old, about 70 years old, but the way it still operates, it operates very smoothly, and the positions are just incredible on the quadriceps. Now, there's different hand positions that you can use, and it's just pretty simple. I mean, it just slides on these two rails. And I want to show you a couple of exercises that you can do with this. The first one is the 45-degree hack squat. And so the plate, the foot plate, you want to use the lower part. It's about a 35-degree position. And so you get down into it. And you would bring your feet, your heels as far back as you could. And you look down towards your toes, keep your chin on your chest, hold on. And now the nice thing about this particular hack squat, there's no shoulder pads. Now I found that with the shoulder pads, I mean, it's comfortable, but you're still loading a lot of weight on your spine. When you do this particular exercise, there is absolutely no compression force on your spine, because you don't have weight being pressed down onto you. So the weight, you just slide onto these poles, and then that would stay below your shoulders. And so again, you're not getting crushed by the weight. And so it just takes less strain off your lower back. So that's another reason why I like this exercise so much. So for this particular exercise, you want to bring your heels in, you want to flare your toes out just a little bit so that you're in like a triangle position, and then you keep your chin on your chest and you press your back into the pad, and then you kind of go up into you want to go up on your toes so that your heels are pressed together, like so. And then you go down, you flare the knees out, and you exhale, and you come back in. And you go down, so you're going up on your toes, and you exhale, inhale, drop down, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Now when you do the exercise, you never want to lock out your legs. So as you go down, get a great stretch. You're going to feel a tremendous stretch in your VMO, your vastus medialis oblique muscle. And it really loads up the tension right above the knee. And then as you come up, you can kind of feel the rectus femoris really kind of kick in. And that's really what this exercise does. Kind of creates this sort of sweep, this wonderful sweep to the sort of the middle to the upper part of the quadricep. And also works the lower aspect of the VMO. So this is a great exercise to isolate the quadriceps. When you come up, you don't want to go full extension. You want to keep the knees slightly bent. So that's the 45-degree hack squat. Then there's another position that you can put your feet on the other part of the foot plate. And so this kind of almost mimics a little bit of like the Roman chair or sissy squat, because it puts you in a 90-degree position. And what this exercise does, it helps with the sweep of the quadriceps. Keep your feet together, and what you do, same idea, you go down, and you get as low as possible, and then you exhale, still keeping your chin on your chest. You go down, you inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And again, you don't want to fully lock out when you come to the top. So you keep your knees slightly bent, and you go down. And the nice thing about this too is that you can see your ankle, the malleolus, and the knee, they stay in complete alignment. So your knee never goes over your ankle. And so it just really isolates the quadriceps, and you don't get the shearing force on the knee, like if you're doing a squat or a machine that pushes your knee forward, that goes past your ankle. So it keeps everything kind of lined up. And then you can put all the strength and tension into the quadriceps as you stand up. And you inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It's really fun to do. And you keep your heels pressed in at all times. So when you're coming up, you're pressing through your heels as you come up. So it really isolates especially the outside aspect of the quadriceps. So you go down, exhale, inhale, exhale. And it's a really fun one to do. And especially when you put weight on this thing, it really isolates and you get a great pump to the legs. Now, the next exercise is, this one was kind of designed by Larry Scott. Now this one requires that you use the wings, because Larry believed that you had to get way out. If it's too narrow, if you're too narrow on the plate, you can't get this exercise. So it really has to be wide. So it's not effective on a lot of your modern day hack squats just because the plate's too short or too narrow. So you have to have like these wings because you want to get way out. Now this is a very unique exercise because it's going to work the hamstrings. So what you would do is you'd go down into that low position, and then here you thrust your hips up and you pull yourself back up that way. So you go here and come down. So you're thrusting your hips forward. Inhale. And then you just use those hamstrings to pull back up. You inhale. 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 And you're always keeping your chin on your chest. So you inhale. Inhale. Like that. I know it probably looks really weird, but it really isolates the hamstrings. I did this for the first time on this machine, and I would put weight on there. And after I was done doing it, a few days after, I really felt the hamstrings. And a lot of times, for me, it's very difficult to get the hamstrings sore. But this particular machine and that exercise really isolates the hamstrings a lot differently than doing like the hamstring curl on the bench or the seated hamstring curl. So this one really isolates a little bit differently. And so I can see why Larry liked it so much. So there you have it. This is the original hack squat from Vince's gym.